Welcome back to the Dark Reading News Desk at RSA 2023. Terry Sweeney with Dark Reading here, and joining us now is Corey Bodzin, Senior Vice President of Product for Automox. Corey, welcome back to the Dark Reading News Desk.
Thanks for having me, Terry. This is going to be fun.
We are talking about getting smarter where endpoint management is concerned. In Automox's State of IT Operations report from last year, 60% of your sample used 10 or more tools for endpoint management, which sounds like a nightmare. That number dropped to 20% in the 2023 report. I'm wondering what you make of that and what the implications are for security professionals and SOC management alike.
That's a great question. And there's a lot going on there, right? Nobody wants to have 15, 20, 30 different things if they don't have to. It's nice to have the ability when you want to get into some, but what we find is that most people say, I want to consolidate. I really am looking for that mythical single pane of glass to help me see what's going on.
You don't hear a lot of customers saying, yes, I need more management tools.
I have not usually heard many customers saying, I want to spend more and have more tools and more things I need to know how to use. So yeah, we see a lot of consolidation. It's really important for customers to be able to say, I go one place and I see all my systems, doesn't matter what they are, I see all the information I need, I can take the actions I need to take.
Reporting tools often get short shrift in the security realm. It's not as sexy as automation, for sure. Talk a bit, if you would, about why reporting is such a critical function and what some of the essential features are of a good reporting tool.
Yeah, reporting is incredibly important, and you're right, it does often get the short shift. What I believe everybody wants to not only do the work, but actually be able to show, look what I've done, look at how I've made things better. And in fact, that's why all us vendors are here doing that as well. Reporting is the mechanism by which you let people know, here's where we were, here's where we've gotten to, here's where we're headed. And so there's a lot of dissatisfaction with showing exactly the data you want. There's a lot of dissatisfaction with you're only showing me the state as opposed to that whole journey I've been on. And I think that's an area where I know, at least for us, we're working really hard to make it a much more comprehensive experience. And I think you'll hear that across the industry.
There is a phenomenon in both IT and security realms where particularly people who are involved in the management have to swivel chairs around to get the view that they need into an endpoint or a system, or even reassigning a ticket, for example. This process extends resolution times. What's the fix here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I did the work, but I remember coming to a point where I wasn't sure if my desk could handle yet another monitor for all the swiveling I was doing. That's hard, right? You do want what we talked about before, kind of that single pane of glass, that one place that you can go to get all your information. I think there's also a really important distinction there. It's okay to have a lot of tools and swivel that chair around when you're interested, when it's something you have time for. It's really a problem when you have to be spinning in circles on that chair just to get your job done. And so that's where I think, as an industry, we want to give people a lot of options and choices, and there's nothing wrong with that, but also being able to do the whole job so you don't have to do as much swiveling. Maybe that's really where we need to head, is don't just tell me what's wrong, but tell me what's wrong, help me fix it, help me show that I've made things better.
Well, and of course you don't want to be swiveling around in the middle of a really bad incident, much less multiple people having to do the same kind of drill.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's cliche, but every second counts in incidents like that, and that time you're spending logging in, going to a different tool, it's time you're not spending resolving the problem. So you're absolutely right, especially for our SOC friends. There is power in being able to see everything in one place.
Sure.
Doesn't replace me as the practitioner.
Sure. Corey, some great insights on getting smarter about endpoint management and automation. Thanks for joining us on the Dark Reading News Desk.
Thanks, it was a pleasure. I really enjoyed our chat.
We've been talking with Corey Bodzin of Automox. This has been Terry Sweeney for the Dark Reading News Desk. Thanks for joining us for this segment. We'll see you next time.